so long ago. What love is this? The staggered swagger of emotional bliss. 'Cause I was born so long ago. See, I was easily misled by something that you said. Was it me you were talking to? I was easily amused, inappropriately confused. Was it me you were talking through? And still I wonder when the rain will stop falling and the temperature in my spirits too. And still I wonder when the time will start crawling. Yeah, instead of drifting by like we used to do. Yeah, we used to, baby. Rock and roll never saved nobody's soul. Never saved no one's soul. But I still get that rush. My problem is I think too much. 'Cause I was born so long ago. I was easily misled by something that you said. Was it me you were talking to? And I was easily amused, inappropriately confused. Was it me you were talking through? Still I wonder when the rain will stop falling and the temperature in my spirits too. Still I wonder when the time will stop crawling. Hey, instead of drifting by like we used to do. Yeah, instead of slipping by like we used to do. Well, drifting by like we used to do. Yeah.
No.
Why don't we do a take two?
Wait a minute. Let's start again. Hello, hello.
Hi, this is Ron Vodry.
This is Alex Nussbaum.
This is Jason Fraser.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Hey, this is Ray Zwicker.
All right, world. My name is Cal Post.
Guys, this is Christina Walkinshaw.
This is Eddie Delaseppe.
This is Adrian Spencer.
My name is Timo.
And you're listening to the Julien Dionne
You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Who am I talking to? What am I doing?
Julien Dionne Comedy Hour.
You're listening to the...
Comedy hour. See, I took the word out comedy. Changes the meaning completely, doesn't it?
Dazing. Not really. I'm overworking, but dazing. The holidays. Happy holidays. You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
And aren't we all?
Now broadcasting live and totally uncensored, from Lemon Press Studio in the beautiful Gatineau Hills.
Project. I was like half asleep on the couch and now I'm projecting.
Hey everyone, this is Christian Potenza.
This is Gay Trevor Wilson.
This is Jean Paul, a.k.a. the Island Hipster, #hipsterbusiness.
This is Steph Tola.
Hey, this is Jake Goldsby.
This is Sky Wallace.
Hey everybody, this is Erica Sigurdsson, aka Ricky Siggs.
Okay, hello. Hi.
This is Howard Wagman.
Hey, this is Peter Anthony, the PA system.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Some people that's my rap name.
This is Jen Grant and you're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Show. You and me belong, just like the flowers, laughing all day long. People, I need you loose. Sing a little song, then take a shower. Julien Dionne. It's a show. It's not an hour, it's a show. It's okay.
Such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time.
All right, good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, buddies. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're screaming in a quiet house early in the morning. Is your mic on? Oh.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hi.
It was on. It was just not on in our cans. I usually project a lot during this part of the show, and I'm a little more subdued. Good morning, everybody. We're live on what is it today? Tuesday, November 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
How did that happen?
We're not sure. Live,
Time, am I right?
Live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, and Daily Motion. Good morning, everybody, and also available on demand wherever you get your podcasts. If you're watching with us live, please feel free to give us a share.
Please.
Sharing is caring. We have a big sharing contest coming up, but we're gonna start it next week. It's too inconsistent right now. We're headed back to the studio this week.
Yeah.
Lemon Press Studios in the Gatineaus.
Yeah, we're actually heading back to the red zone.
Heading from green to red.
Well, yellow to red.
Sigida. I know, but you know why it's misleading calling this place yellow? Because Eastern Ontario is green.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I thought nothing could be green until there's a
I
vaccine.
thought that too, but I was reading I was reading because I've been so detached being here. By the way, today we're broadcasting to you deep inside the Atlantic bubble from my childhood bedroom, one of the bedrooms in the house. I spent so here we are.
Now it's your nephew's.
In Skiduk, my nephew, who's actually out west right now. Caleb, shout out. He's out west on a mountain adventure program.
Pretty cool.
Course.
Good place to be during COVID, really.
In Fernie, BC. Yeah, he just did a survival course where he went, or survival thing, test.
Yeah.
where he went into the bush with nothing but a lighter and a
Knife or something?
Knife. Was that it?
A jackknife or some kind of
lighter and maybe a knife.
Must
Jeez, I
have
can't
been.
remember any now. Anyway, eating squirrel and stuff. But anyway, so I'm in his bedroom, which was my old bedroom, and it's early and there's still people sleeping, headed to school.
But your sister said that.
Yeah, she said, come on in anytime early. I sleep with earplugs. Shout out Bridget.
Whisper out. I was going to say whisper out, shout out, but.
Yeah, so anyway,
Still waking up.
we're heading back to home. Not sure if yet tomorrow or maybe one more day. I just keep wanting to squeeze an extra day.
I know.
Can we?
I know.
Just one more?
Probably.
Just
Like,
get
maybe we
Jonathan
could-
to
our
dog walker to go feed the cat.
Yeah, we'll just
I don't
leave
want
one extra day maybe later.
just one. I don't want to
Yeah.
leave too much because we had a great
Me
house
too.
guest, Beth.
Me too.
Your cousin, who was
She's the best.
and she left the house pristine.
Yeah, she did.
And if we don't go sooner than later,
I
we're gonna
know.
come back to
I
just
thought of
cat
that
hair
too.
and a mess.
And you know what? At some point, you got to go home, and we're coming back anyways for.
I know you say that at some point you got to go home, but nobody understands. Everybody's
I
like,
know.
why? What's the rush?
Yeah.
Again, to reiterate, we've been here in the Atlantic bubble this is week 5.
Yeah.
We did the 14-day
so nice.
quarantine. We've been, so nice.
Oh,
We've
beautiful.
had dinner parties and went to the movies, a movie theater, restaurants, gym. I went to the gym a few times with some
yeah.
buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Open mouth kissing classes with strangers.
Wait a second. I didn't hear about that one.
Anyways,
you know what? COVID or not, stop doing that.
I'm liking this new subdued kind of NPR style. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Because we're very
I don't
self-conscious.
But well, because in our head it sounds like a radio show because we hear the music and everything, but in the rest of the house, the sleepy house, all they hear is us talking. Anyway, also I should mention this episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is brought to you by Gringo's Blazing Sauces and Dip Ta Clam. I'm sporting a Dip Ta Clam
sweatshirt.
Yeah, and I realize I've gone up 2 sizes in this quarantine. I was a small before. This is a medium, and it's too tight. I'm too bloated for a medium. I need a large.
We're gonna do a cleanse when we get home. I think.
feel like I went in Caleb's closet here and put something on.
You look good though.
Even though he's not.
You still look good.
He's not really that much smaller than I am.
Thank
Or
you,
is
Jen.
he? Thank you so much.
You do.
I appreciate it. Anyway,
You had some wiggle room for some weight gain.
Yeah.
You wanted to gain weight.
I know, but now I'm just constantly bloated. Bleh. On this trip, that's been the general feeling, just
Yeah.
bloated.
Mm-hmm.
Always just like...
You know what's interesting is you and I started this quarantine with a sober lifestyle. And then things got out of crazy in the last month.
Crazy right quick. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Nah.
The amount of beer we've consumed and
It's actually not
croissants
too
and
crazy.
No, I know, but for us...
Yeah, for us. Us clean nerds.
So yeah, we're here in Skiduk, New Brunswick, and I can say that now because people know where I grew up, and I'm in my childhood bedroom. Before we were all ominous about it. Ominous, is that it?
Not really.
We're like
ambiguous.
Ambiguous, deep inside in the bush in New Brunswick. It was just really on a trailer behind my parents' house, connected to the. It was it's in the woods, but missed that trailer.
That was fun.
But anyway, so yesterday we didn't have a show because I got all mixed up. I don't know my days anymore because we're just kind of like
floating in this bubble.
And so because we did a show Saturday and we usually have 2 days off and then Sunday and then yesterday I'm like,
oh, whoops.
Literally, and I only noticed later in the day I'm like, oh, we didn't do a show today.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And then I was like, I go on the page, I'm like, oh, people must have messaged and asking what's going on and nothing, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, I'm sure people thought, where are they? It was an accidental day off, literally, because Saturday we cranked out that last minute show as we were tearing down the trailer studio. And
I think people know also that we're on the road.
Yeah.
And things are topsy-turvy and we're in a trailer. And then they knew
literally
we were leaving the
topsy-turvy.
trailer. And then they saw the show on Saturday, so they probably thought, oh, maybe they're taking Monday off.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Anyway, we're back on
These
Tuesday.
are weird times.
Today. Weird times.
Mm-hmm.
What could we talk about today? I'm a little disjointed. That's the common thread.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like a cop-out. But, we just set this up. And so if whatever we talk about, I'll pull it up. We've got the internet here.
Mm-hmm.
And so there might be some little, might not as flow as smoothly, but...
Probably no one will notice except you.
Thank you. Yeah, why do I even bring it up?
Probably no one will notice.
Yeah, anyway.
That's kind of like when you do,
Let me
a
see,
musician's like, oh, I really messed up in that song. I'm like, where? No, when you watch a band play?
I do.
And the person's like, oh, man, I really screwed up that song. No, you didn't. I didn't even notice.
So, yeah, it's true. It's all in your head and it happens so fast. And you're here watching us on NPR. Good morning.
I remember doing a show one time and I was like, oh, man, that was such an embarrassing set because it was new material. I was still really new. And that's when I discovered like time when you're on stage feels so long and it's not at all. Because I recorded it and I listened back to it and it was like literally a blip. That's it.
I know,
but
it's a
to
second.
me, it felt so embarrassing because when it's quiet and it was a hard show, it's just in this restaurant and no one's laughing and you're trying new stuff. You feel so like vulnerable.
I know.
And anyway.
Wow, I forgot stand-up almost.
I know. I got some shows coming up and
we both have really busy Decembers.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
A
That's
lot
another reason
from
we have to
home.
go home. Yeah.
A lot from home, but a couple that are in venues with digital audiences.
Yeah.
I'm doing one with 25 people, a small corporate.
I think the one I'm doing is also a small. I think it has to be only 25 people.
Yeah. So, because this is in East Ontario, which again is green. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yes, I was looking at the things because we're headed
what's that
back.
considered Eastern Ontario?
Like Cornwall and stuff like that.
Yeah, Cornwall's doing well.
And Cornwall and Alexandria and Castleman.
Yeah.
Those and Ottawa usually, but Ottawa is excluded from this because Ottawa is orange restricted.
Mm-hmm.
But the Eastern Ontario, I think that would include Prescott and all that. That's all green. I think maybe even Kingston. I don't know. But anyway, but I was surprised to see it green. But that's, I mean, each province, they should have a uniform national system. Trudeau, I know you watched this show, and if you could give us a share, that'd be great. But no, why not have a national system where it's, why am I doing the Trump hands?
Yeah, what's this? This is a new thing.
Believe me, okay? We won by a lot, believe me. So every province has their own thing. So in New Brunswick, yellow is the lowest it can go until there's a vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Ontario is green. It's like, how is that possible?
Yeah, that is weird. Everything's all over the place.
I know. And BC is A. I'm just kidding. I just made that up.
I was like, A? You'd think it would be at least B.
Yeah.
Get it? B,
but
C?
B.
This is the kind of comedy you can expect when you watch our show.
Is this comedy? It's such a... I have very much an NPR vibe this morning.
Yeah. I feel like it's better. I think it's a little more upbeat than an NPR, but maybe I'm just looking at it through a lens of the early morning in a basement.
Well, we'll do this morning's live and kind of work the glitches and the everything and get used to the new studio for the next two shows. And then we'll do we'll go live tomorrow and then Thursday morning, and then we'll leave after the show Thursday. How about that?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
We'll head on back to Wakefield.
I think that's a good idea.
And but yeah, but I'll listen back. I'll ask my sister today how this was when they were all.
Okay, love it.
We'll see.
Loves it.
Yeah, so down in the States, what's going on? Trump is still not conceding. He's still saying he won. He's still tweeting.
Oh my gosh.
As of yesterday, he still tweeted, "I won the election."
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. And there was the it's just all crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even want to get into it.
Poor loser.
I don't know. Anyway,
it's not really shocking, I don't think, to anyone.
No, but it's crazy.
It's actually delusional.
Well, and then what ends up happening is that half of the country truly believes he did win. It's so crazy. It's crazy.
I know.
And then
There's
they're doing
a story I'm going to talk about in the Daily Dose that fits right into that.
They're doing a recount in Georgia, And I guess the governor or no, the attorney general there was saying that him and his wife were receiving death threats and threatening text messages for them to toss legal ballots from people such as Senator Lindsey Graham, who's just a piece of garbage.
Ugh.
Anyway, so it's all very, very insane down there. We'll keep watching what happens. I mean,
and this whole situation, this whole climate with our pandemic and everything is added to the insanity for sure.
Yeah, now there's 2 companies that have come forward and said there's a vaccine. One is, was it Pfizer? 90% effective, and another one just came out yesterday. I can't remember the company. I think Monsanto. 95% effective. So maybe the world will get back to normal.
Most
did
people
you
I've
see this?
spoken to have said that they wouldn't take a vaccine right away. They would wait. But like, who are the first round going to be? Like,
well, it wouldn't be available anyway until probably early next year to most of the population. And if they roll it out by probably like hot zones, if they go by big cities New Brunswick probably by next summer or something would get access to the vaccine. Yeah, a lot of people. It's amazing how conspiracy theories in the last 2 years have actually become mainstream. People that don't even realize they subscribe to conspiracy theories are peddling conspiracy theories. People forget what those are. And most people don't trust a vaccine. They're like, no way. And that's insane.
I know.
That's crazy. There's a pandemic. Imagine for a second it's
It's
real.
weird, yeah.
Okay, actually go with this thought for a minute. It's real. It's a pandemic. That it's super contagious and whatever. And most people will recover from it, but a lot of people will not. And but to prevent attacks on the medical system and all that stuff, we get a vaccine and then eradicate this thing. But most people are scared to take the vaccine or believe it's part of some larger conspiracy to control us. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I had a debate with a friend of mine, one of my best friends, over the weekend. He's like, do you really? He goes, wow. Do you really think it's a coincidence that Biden wins the election, then the vaccine comes out? I'm like, yeah, it's a timing thing. He's like, really? You think as soon as the Democrats, he's president, and then I thought about it afterwards, and it was like, that argument doesn't stand on any legs because he's not the president yet. Anything that's happening right now is still under the Trump administration, technically. So it's not even like the theory doesn't stand on any legs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's not even clear what the motivation is there.
That would be I know.
Like, what is the connection that it would benefit?
I don't know. But it's like...
like, people are just looking for...
If on January 22nd they came out with a vaccine, which Biden is to be inaugurated on January 21st, I think. Usually it's around that. Okay, then I'd be like, okay, it's still ridiculous as a theory, and why? But it would still have some legs because, okay, yes, he's finally president, and then under his watch, but he's not even he's president-elect.
No.
And there's still 70 some days of Trump left or whatever it is. Anyway, so but people just it's so because it's a way of, and we've talked about this before, of having control over the situation.
Yeah.
If you can apply some sort of common sense conspiracy theory, it gives you control over it.
Right,
you go, okay, this I can actually, I know what it. But it's just a pandemic that's out of our hands that people are trying to deal with.
Find answers. People are trying to find answers, and it feels like
find answers.
Find answers.
Oh! I thought you said it's because of the financiers. The financiers.
What if I just lost it?
I'm
right
like,
now?
you sound like Hypnotizer. Financiers. By the way, the pre-show or Mike Plume month continues with another pre-show splint. That is my favorite. I think my favorite song right now from the Table for One album, Born So Long Ago, Mike Plume Band.
What a good song. I was listening, especially when you got your headphones on, because often we'll play it just in the background. But when you have your headphones on, you can really hear how good that song is.
Good.
Holy.
That is, I think, right now. I have a constant rotation of favorite songs, and that album, Table for One, is from like cover to cover, just so good. And
You bro.
Yeah, he played it on Sunday for the Sunday, his Sunday.
Yes.
Easy like Sunday mornings.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
YouTube, Mike Bloom.
Anyway, so yeah, the world is crazy.
Yeah.
The internet is also freaking out over the Brad Pitt dress. Did you see this?
I didn't. I was looking for
This is the big thing.
some stuff to talk about, but I didn't see that.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. And I
Okay.
apologize. This is where usually it would all be set up and queued up. I just push a button, but instead there's no...
Would you mind telling me what it is?
What was I looking up?
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It's because I saw a thing for Lindsey Graham here, and
That's what happens. You
Lindsey
get
Graham, Lady G, the hashtag Lady G is tweeting because it came out. Probably 6 months ago in the summer or something like that. That I guess some male escorts allegedly came forward and said that Lindsey Graham hires them and uses the moniker Lady G.
No.
Which is fine. To each her, of course, that's okay. But so people are calling him Lady G, and some people are saying you guys are being homophobic because that's not an insult, being gay, which of course it isn't. But why people are pointing it out to him is because it's huge hypocrisy on his part. Because Lindsey Graham has constantly fought to remove, to take away rights from gay people,
right?
And so it's such a hypocrisy to in public vote to repeal certain rights and laws for gay people, and then in your private life you're living that life. You know what I mean? It's
totally.
So that's why people are
yeah.
Well, are pointing it out, calling it Lady G. Not the fact that he's
married,
hired male
right?
escorts. Yeah.
Okay, so you can say to each his own, but still, it's not.
No, I mean being gay. There's no problem with that. Well, I know, but that's what we're talking about here. It has nothing to do with anything else. What else was I looking at? Bro, Brad Pitt dress. I just didn't want to get in a whole debate about if he's married. Like, that's not what I meant. Hello?
You cannot control what I talk about.
Yeah, so Brad
Send
Pitt.
me my script.
Bradley Pittard.
Pittard.
Brad Pitt for short.
I wonder if that's his actual name and he changed
Full
it.
name, yeah. He goes by Brad Pitt for sure. Window capture. Hold on. Okay, so let me show you. So Brad Pitt did a photo shoot with a gender-neutral dress.
Yeah.
And who gives a shit?
Do you know why he did that?
Why not? I mean, I have no clue, but I mean, who cares? People
I'm just
are
curious.
Well, yeah, but does it matter?
Well, I think people just want to know why. Like, I guess no. Of
Does
course,
he
it doesn't matter.
Like, what do you mean? What does it matter? That's
well,
what
because was it for a campaign?
the
was it for
the whole country is falling apart.
Falling apart.
The president is refusing to concede to a fair election that he lost, and people are. This is what people are.
You know, I find it interesting. I was thinking about that. Like, why is it? Because I was looking at a picture that your aunt posted about your grandmother and how she never wore pants ever until she was in her 90s. Like, she literally never even had one pair of pants.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting how that fashion distinction has stuck for so long. Men wear pants. Like, obviously, women have been wearing pants for a long time. But why is it, like, even the signs for bathrooms, dress, pants, like, kind of interesting. Right. Like, why don't men, I guess maybe because dresses aren't as practical and maybe not as appealing. Like, I don't even find, dresses they look nice and dressy and formal and stuff, but they're not comfortable because you have to always be like, anyway, concerned, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to sit there spread eagle, but if you have pants on, not spread eagle, but you know what I mean?
Can you look up what the photo shoot was for?
Yeah.
While you're there on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. People are the internet is fighting over this. It's like, just who cares?
I'm just taking a look here. And
I mean, he
did
looks
it just
great. He looks great in a dress.
Did it just happen?
Yeah.
Because I see here that it says Brad Pitt and the time that you used.
No, it's.
Never mind. That's
this is.
different.
It just happened. Just go
Okay.
Brad Pitt dress.
I am. I put Brad Pitt dress. Why?
Why?
Yeah, why did he wear a dress?
Oh. What if you go Brad Pitt dress campaign or something? It'll tell you the what. It'll like that might be
no,
too.
I already did that, and I didn't see anything.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I'm looking right now.
Anyway, but I don't understand what the big deal is. Who gives a shit?
Well, because you don't normally see, like people are probably just wondering why, like why.
I don't think it's hard to find out. I think it's, yeah.
I'm looking.
All right. Well, we can move on.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Can't find it.
Okay. Can you see the pictures or anything?
Yep. Yeah, I totally see the pictures.
And what, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, well, I just told you, I mean, I don't, obviously, who cares? I was just saying that my thoughts are, it's kind of weird how one fashion has been distinctly male and one has been distinctly female, but the pants can be worn by both. But why is the dress so strictly female? Why? It's weird.
Yeah. Female?
I know.
And I can't find it either. Weird. That
I know.
I mean,
where did you find this story?
On Twitter. Anyway, fuck. That's so frustrating. This is the frustrating part. I mean.
Yeah.
This is not fun to listen to. Let's move on because it's killing us.
No problem.
Killing us off. Let's do the thing, Jenny.
Sure.
And see the
Let's
momentum.
Do it. Let's
see how.
do it. Yeah, that's okay.
Daily dose.
Yep.
Daily dose. Get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose. Daily dose. All your news from coast to coast.
No, I'm trying to. I'm too much going on right now. Tomorrow, I don't feel it.
Aw, Groucho. Just
I
kidding.
am a little Groucho
Yeah,
this
you
morning.
are. You are. Here's your Daily Dose for Tuesday, November 17th.
Is it uncomfortable to listen to? Should we do?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I could just tell.
I'm going to try to change my mood. Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay. So I saw this story here with coronavirus cases rising across Canada. There's new concerns about COVID fatigue. And experts are saying that people start to get sort of loosey-goosey with the rules when, it's been going on for so long. And I have heard, obviously not applicable out here in the Atlantic bubble where almost anything goes. People are wearing masks, but and sanitizing their hands and stuff, but it's just not the same stressed out vibe. But I was talking to my sister who's in Ottawa, and she said people are just having big parties. During a time where it's so difficult, it's extra hard to not hang out with people and have fun and socialize. And it's the holidays. So experts are warning, don't get too loosey-goosey and have COVID fatigue, because that's what's going to make the situation way worse. But obviously it's really hard for everybody.
But it's like people just creep into that.
I know.
Even personally, we know people very close to us that didn't realize what zones they were in, and they're like, well, it's like, oh, so all of a sudden the rules don't apply. People are just being loosey-goosey. In fact, the governor of California came out and apologized for attending a dinner party. Did you see that?
Nope.
Any chance? Gavin Newsom. Yeah, he people are just, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
COVID fatigue.
Yeah.
Here, let me just see.
I think part of the reason too is, the people who really do, of course, believe this virus is deadly. People do believe that they need to be diligent about wearing masks and social distancing and the rest of it. Even and then there's a chunk that don't believe, like we were talking about earlier, that it even exists. So imagine the people who don't even think it is real.
I know.
They're really tired of it. They're like, fuck this.
Oh, that started like there's been a few waves of COVID fatigue, I think.
Yeah.
But this is
I was asked to go to a friend's 50th birthday. My wife and I, a friend that I've known for
Is it just
almost
coming in
20
1 year for you?
years, and a friend that had put a lot of time and energy
Anyway, that's
into his 50th birthday. It was in Napa, which was in the orange status, relatively loose compared to some other counties. It was to be an outdoor restaurant, and we started the program started at 4 o'clock. It was one of those early reservations. I got there a little bit late at 4:30. And as soon as I sat down at the larger table, I realized it was a little larger group than I had anticipated. And I made a bad mistake. Instead of sitting down, I should have stood up and walked back, got in my car, and drove back.
Anyway, that's that's the governor of California apologizing, and then he said he's been out 3 times since February, twice with his wife only, and then this time.
You know what? I respect that. A lot of people have, made mistakes like that. We've all have. I remember about 4 or 5 months ago inviting my dad to go for lunch, and he accepted at first. It was for Father's Day, actually. And then afterwards he said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable. And I was like, yeah, good point. Like, why are we going out?
Yeah.
Like, we were quote unquote allowed to go out all of a sudden. It was that after that first lockdown. And then I'm like, why would we though? Like, we could get takeout, we could sit outside somewhere at one of our houses, and you know, you can still support restaurants. You don't have to actually go in. You can support them by takeout and that kind of thing. But like I was mentioning, this is a crazy story. I don't know if you saw this, but there's an emergency room nurse in South Dakota that has gotten so much attention from her tweets. Did you hear about her?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, she this is what she tweeted. I have a night off from the hospital as I'm on my couch with my dog. I can't help think about COVID patients patients the last few days. The ones that stick out are those who still don't believe the virus is real. The ones who scream at you for a magic medicine and that Joe Biden is going to ruin the USA, all while gasping for breath on 100% Vapotherm. They tell you that there must be another reason they are sick. They call you names and ask why you have to wear all that quote unquote stuff because they don't have COVID because it's not real. Anyway, she goes on and on and on saying that, you know, they are just like yelling at her until they actually have to get intubated, which is really obviously extremely serious. And she says it's like a horror movie that just never ends. And she just says, like, imagine working as a frontline worker like that.
I know.
And
they really see it. I mean, I'd be so scared to get it. I mean,
yeah. Oh, I know. And then this is what kills me. I didn't go through all of the, people commenting on her tweet, of course, because there were so many, like it went viral. But there's like, one guy says, I call bullshit, LOL. Exaggerated, I am sure.
God.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who doesn't think this virus is real. None of my extremely right-wing grandparents, and that is shocking. We know it's real, so I don't believe that part of your story at all. We just don't want it to define our life. Then somebody commented underneath, which I liked. She said, get back to us after you've done a shift at the hospital with Jody, this nurse. If you want to check out her tweets, her name is Jody Doering. It's Doering. And absolutely right. And a really good reply to that guy. Like, okay, great. Like, why are people talking out of their ass? This is an actual nurse who's working in an emergency room under these circumstances.
Well, I think I told the story before on the show. I know somebody that works at a comedy club in Montreal, the Terminal, and she had COVID in, I think, April. And about a month and a half ago, an article came out where a newspaper in Montreal, I can't remember which one it was, interviewed her and a few other people that had COVID and were still experimenting symptoms months later. What did I say?
Experimenting, but experiencing, right?
Oops, yeah. Experimenting. Wow, that was French. Experimenting symptoms. I said that? Oh my God. Experiencing symptoms still or complications months later. And she posted the article on her Facebook, and people are like, people that know her were like, hey, I'll get well soon. It sucks you're still going through this. It's serious stuff. but more people came out of the woodwork and were like, how much are they paying you? This is a sham. You should be ashamed of yourself. A government pawn working like people. People shared her article hundreds of times, but most shares were like, look at this, direct from the media, making up these stories. How much? And this is somebody I know personally. And she's like, she had to change her name on Facebook. And because people were like literally saying she was lying and making it up. And it's just something that happened to her for real.
And imagine how crazy. Okay, so that's awful, and I feel really bad. Imagine you're a frontline worker, and it's in your face every day. Like, it's not just, okay, you have a science background, you have a medical background, so you know it's legit. Yeah. But you're actually working in front of these people who are dying and suffering and having to, even if they're not dying, they're extremely sick, and people are still not believing it.
It's crazy.
So it's like, okay, great. So I have to go into work and help all these people and risk my life of getting this virus. And not only is that hard, but there's a good chunk of people that don't even believe it. Imagine how maddening that would be.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, it's, and no matter what you say, they're like, nope. Yeah.
It's crazy. So New Brunswick, actually, our pristine bubble, has reported eight new cases of COVID-19 on just this week. So it's bumping the number of active cases up to 28. So according to the
in New Brunswick, there's 28 cases?
Yeah.
Whoa.
According to the province, 6 of the new cases are in the Moncton region, which is around where we are. It says there is an individual 19 and under.
Yeah.
There's 3 people in their 20s. There's someone in their 30s, and there's someone in their 40s. The other 2 new cases are in the Fredericton region and involve 2 people in their 20s. All 8 cases are self-isolating as required and are under investigation. It says that on Sunday, New Brunswick identified 3 new cases of the virus. Of the 3, 2 were under investigation. The other was related to travel. I would guess that every one of them is related to travel, even if it is.
I mean, it would have to be. How else?
Well, that's it. That's it. Yeah. So it says that New Brunswick has 375. I can really hear that.
Really?
New Brunswick has 375 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Of those, 341 cases have recovered, so that's great. There's been 6 deaths, leaving 28 active cases in the province. There is currently 1 person in the hospital as a result of this of the virus, with no one in the intensive care unit. So that's good. It says here that. Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to keep It's hard to keep a good posture on this thing. I'm sitting on
like a little stool.
It's kind of like a it's like, I think it's like a box for snowboard boots or something. And so I can't. It's so hard to keep straight.
That's funny. So this is kind of a funny story. A South Carolina man was arrested on Friday after he showed up to a court wearing the same shirt he had worn to steal people's packages from their porch.
No way.
So people were having their packages. You've probably heard of this, right? Beware of this porch pirate.
Yeah, porch pirates.
Yeah, so this happens. But the authorities are like, sometimes criminals just make it really easy for us. So he went to court. And the person one of the people that he stole a package from, had a camera and recorded this guy taking the package off of their porch. Mm-hmm. And when this guy showed up at court, he was wearing the same shirt as the shirt he was wearing when he stole the package in the courtroom.
How does that happen? Like on purpose? Or do you think
he's just a dumb.
Holy shit, that's like next level.
That's next level.
That's one of those things. It's either like you go, okay, either that guy's the dumbest person alive or a genius that's just taunting. I don't know. Well, no, because it would be, I don't know, whatever.
To me, I feel like that's a dumb criminal, because any small crime like that, to me, you're dumb, because you're putting yourself at risk to get arrested and go to jail over not enough.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be a criminal, you should just really go for it. Why are
really
you
should.
putting yourself at potential of getting arrested for a package from Amazon? You don't even know what it could be, like complete shit.
Yeah.
It could be like a box of crackers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's a good thing?
Most people order non-cracker things from Amazon.
I don't know about that.
But it's kind of like a...
I order groceries all the time.
But it's surprising. You're like, ooh.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
a fun surprise.
Surprise, you're going to jail.
It's a little roulette.
Mm-hmm. Here's a cute, inspiring, very positive story. The very first individual with Down syndrome completed an Ironman triathlon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that awesome? His name is
Incredible.
Chris Nickick, and his apparently there's a video. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go check it out. Of his father helping him put his shoes on in a video circulating on social media. He gave his son a pep talk that almost brought him to tears. He said, "You are almost an Iron Man, buddy. You're 2/3 of an Iron Man." And that's what he said in the video before he took off and did his last, the last leg of what's the last thing they do? Run? No. Yes?
Yep.
Yes,
Running,
right, because they run
swimming,
across
biking, and then running.
Yeah, so this is a huge achievement. He's made history.
It's a 4-kilometer swim, 180-kilometer bike ride, and then a marathon.
So good for him. Imagine he's the
and
first
you have to do it under
ever to do
15
that.
hours for it to be an Ironman.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So it's really, really inspiring. You know, no excuses for anybody really to work out, do stuff, challenge your body.
Push
anyway,
and believe.
that is your daily dose for today.
Daily dose.
Oh, we got a dance.
Daily dose. Get the news
Nice.
from coast to coast.
Oh, look at those
Daily
shoulder
dose.
moves.
Daily dose. All your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news in the headlines.
Those shoulders
from
are smiling. Those
Grand.
eyes are not.
Trying to be in I wasn't in a bad mood, just a little groucho because, all the new and change and I don't know. No justifying it. Let me remind you, dear listener, that once again, always and forever, this episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is brought to you by Gringo's Blazing Sauces. That's right. Do yourself a favor. Go to gringosblazingsauces.com for a wide selection of the best hot sauces you will taste in
So
your
good.
sweet little life. Trust us. We're pepperheads. We know.
Oh, yeah.
gringosblazingsauces.com. They do hot sauces. They do salsas. They do grilling and barbecue sauces. And they do charcuterie jellies.
So good.
All made with nothing but the best hand-selected, freshest ingredients. Gringo's Blazing Sauces, co-founded by Doug Knight, chef by trade, and his wife Laura. Be sure to check them out. Based out of Ottawa, gringosblazingsauces.com. They ship all over North America. And if you live in Canada and order over $40, you get free shipping on that order. That's right. Also, on top of that, the listeners of this program worldwide get an additional 5% off by entering promo code JD5 at checkout. gringosblazingsauces.com, JD5 at checkout. Do it.
Do it today.
Oh, yeah, baby. And also, what song did I use for the...
It was like a country song.
Yeah.
Do you have to do the same one?
No, it doesn't have to be the same one.
I think we woke up the family.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And also, this episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant once again is brought to you by Dip Taklam. That's right. Find them on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Dip Taklam. What is that? What does it mean? Well, it's an Acadian term coined by the Power Sisters, Sophie Obey and Julie Obey, meaning probably exactly what you think it means. Dip Taklam, essentially meaning just do it. Go for it. Carpe diem, live in the moment. Take the leap and the net will appear. Acadian style, Dip Taklam. Just do it.
Yeah. Just do it. What are you waiting for?
They also have a few other shirts and designs that have come out, so be sure to follow them. They do these drop shipments. It's all the rave. You have these great sweatshirts, Dip Taklam. Find them on social media. Follow, like, and share.
Nice quality stuff, too.
Order yourself a shirt some old school motel keychains like these. They're all the rave. And then post it on social media and tag a dip ta clam. It's a new expression they're trying to infiltrate in the daily.
I feel like you just made up a expression.
Which
right
one?
There. It's all the rave.
It's all the rave?
I think
Is
it's
it
all
the rage?
the rage.
Oh. I'm having a lot of French moments today.
I think you've been hanging out with a lot of French people, speaking a lot of French.
Dip
so
ta
anyway,
clam,
just dip
ladies
your
and gentlemen.
clam.
Anyway, but
Dip it.
we should go for the close because
Yep.
I've got to go meet some friends for breakfast. This
Oh,
is what
whoa.
we do here in the Atlantic Bubble. We just
Well-
meet and have coffee and
Well, look at you.
chat.
You're so popular.
But we want to thank you. I'm popular in Skiduk only, everybody. We want to thank you once again for listening. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we sure do.
And that's the show for today.
Yeah.
Live from my childhood bedroom in Skiduk, New Brunswick, deep inside the Atlantic Bubble. It's the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant. So we'll be live tomorrow, here Wednesday, and Thursday morning, and then after the show Thursday we'll drive back. Can we agree to that?
Yep.
It's like the Darjeeling Limited. Did you watch that movie?
No.
So we're going to enjoy an extra day here in New Brunswick. We'll
Yeah.
take the day tomorrow to relax. We'll mingle
Yeah.
with some friends. We'll have a good night's sleep. We'll wake up Thursday. We'll go live.
Yeah.
We'll drive to Wakefield.
Sounds good.
Can we agree to that? No, I'm doing the thing.
Yeah.
You cut it off. But the punchline is can we... Anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Jen's in a rush. We got to go, everybody. Good night. Love you, Jen.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. And
See
as
you tomorrow.
always...
Love you too.
Watch your...
Bye.
In what I'm not, you spend your life looking for what you already got. Such a beautiful waste of time. Waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. Wandering eyes and itchy feet. I'm just a thin, nervous shadow walking backwards down the street. The landing is bitter, but the falling is oh so sweet. It's just a waste of time, a beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. The whole world wants a piece of my head, but they all get a piece of my mind instead. I roll over and go back to bed. It's such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time.